on the fly. It's your guy. Listen, I'll be so glad in a way when this political firestorm is over. Oh, and y'all see, oh, and please give me a like or comment, or like we used to do before, pump some emojis in there. You pump 2 or 3 of them, it counts as a comment for the algorithm. That'll help me move up. And welcome aboard to the 13 people that subbed last week. Welcome, welcome. Bring your love, bring your hate. But just be honest. Anyway, hey, I had a conversation today. Couple of deputies and whatnot, and some people from the county. We all had a powwow. Didn't have nothing to do with politics. It had something to do with going on in the county. Then when that was over, okay, we got this all squared away. All right, then, we shoot the breeze. Hey, y'all ate lunch yet? I got popcorn on my face. I'm sorry, y'all. Because if I eat lunch, I won't eat dinner. But I'll snack on something like popcorn just to keep me from eating something. And vice versa. If I don't eat lunch, then I'll eat a normal dinner. I only eat 2 meals a day. I eat a half a breakfast and either a full lunch or a full dinner. But anyway, why am I doing this? Listen, a lot of people, I'm not being crass, don't understand the difference between policy and talking points. And I had to get my little grandstand on today, as something I normally don't do, but it is what it is. I don't want talking point. Talking points is for the dumbed down masses. That's not for me. I hear my gate shaking. It must be that damn cat. Yep, it's the cat. Well, ain't no need of me because y'all can't, I can't zoom this thing. What do you want, cat? Damn cat. Anyway, let's go. That's Samantha. I guess she heard me talking and she done hopped I hear the cling. She done hopped the fence coming out of the backyard. Even though her food's in the backyard. I don't know. If you're going to talk to certain groups of people, you got to take the temperature of the room, okay? So if you're in the room of dunderheads, and this, I don't care if you team red or team blue. This applies to both and to team green. I don't know what color is the Libertarian Party. I don't even remember. I'm having a brain cramp. So team Libertarian, team red, team blue, and team green. This applies to all of you. Talking points versus policy. I'm going to bring back middle class manufacturing jobs. That's a talking point. Policy is how. How? What do you mean? How? I'm going to bring them back. Okay, I heard you. How? How? Well, you're going to do what? Okay, so are you going to target the union states where the labor unions is going to whack the folks out? Now, if you depended on them, on the labor, on the union votes to win, then you got to cater to the union. So all that stuff you talking about bringing them jobs back, they don't like competition. The union bosses really don't like competition. And ain't it strange? Most of the supporters of the AFL-CIO, the purple shirts, are low-wage workers. But the big bosses of the AFL-CIO live like kings. Different story. I've covered that before. Pissed a lot of people off. Don't care. They didn't tell me I was wrong. Didn't tell me what I said was incorrect. Just told me they didn't like it. Well, I got bad news for you, sunshine. Pink isn't well. He stayed back at the hotel and he sent us along as a surrogate band. We're going to find out where you fans really stand. It's from a song. Okay. So, all right, so I got to cut capital gains for a certain sector, not the lobbyists, not the bankers. Not where they got to get the loans from the bank. No, they don't. They can get grants. Everything don't go through a bank. A lot of businesses don't go through banks. So capital gain for them. They need a tax shelter for X amount years to get, because when you know you got a giant tax bill coming over your head, trust me, it stifles things that you want to do. Well, why you got to get tax-free? Well, they give it to the foreigners. Afghans come here, tax-free 7 years. Indians come here, tax-free 7 years. Asians come tax-free 7 years. Why don't you give it to Jerome? Give it to Jerome and Jared. They born and raised here. And they're hiring people from here to feed their families here. So I propose this, lower this by X amount percent. And this, that, and other, in this sector, and the steel, and oil, and the this, and the that, and the that, and the that, specific industries, that they will get this, and you're being specific. Specific industries. This is just an example. And then you say that, and, this, taxes, and the grants, where are we going to get that money from? Well, instead of sending it overseas to the people flying the blue and yellow flag, the Azov battalion, y'all going to have to fight for yourselves. I got to feed my chickens first. That's going to lose you some votes. That's going to get you some votes. But you're putting it in the policy. But here's one thing on top of the policy. There's also another vein of talking policy, which most people never get to. A lot of people understand the policy over talking point. That was just an example, y'all. I ain't saying that's what somebody should do. I'm just talking off the top of the head. If you don't have control or in some sorts of leverage on the Senate, and that Senate is against you, you can have the best policy plan in the world laid out and do the identity politics. The other side will either fill it so full of pork that they neuter it. All right, well, we give you that and that, but we want $5 billion for the Rainbow Brigade. It's just example. Or they're going to neuter. So, okay, because if you say no, then we ain't giving it to you. And you know you got a press that's against you, especially if you're on Team Red or Team Libertarian. They treat y'all just the same. So then it looks like it was all talk and fluff and a flop, where most people don't understand pork barrel politics. Okay? So you failed. Had a good plan, but you failed because you refused to bargain with whoever's that's a helicopter. Who's ever sitting on the throne, because that's the real king. That's the real king, the Speaker of the House. There's your king. President, you're the jester. I don't care if you red or blue. Like I said, it don't matter. Because they know I only got to put up with you for 4 years. Person can be in the Senate for their entire life. Think Robert Byrd. Ding dong, the witch is dead. So it looks like you failed. And if they got a press that's on their side, they will make sure it looks like you failed. Or like you bamboozled them, even though you didn't. You just refused to bargain on the pork. But if you bargain on the pork, then you still got to shortchange what you already promised. They're going to get some instead of getting none. So which risk do you take? Or now if you have control of the House and the Senate and you have a good plan, then you can get stuff done. So me being a military-minded and former football player, not professional, just, you know, high school, you know, intramural league, all-city league, just football. But still, you're running and you hitting people. And I'm trying to simplify it. Now I'm oversimplifying this. You need to have a plan on which, okay, we're going into playoffs, and the Cucamonga Cracker Killers is playing, you know, the Gas House Boys. I need to have a plan of attack for both of them. Because if you just plan for this one and that one wins, now you're behind. Now you're playing catch up. And you better got your ass bounced out of the playoffs. You need to have a plan for both of them. That's it. Because here's the thing. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. We always used to say that in the Army. Stay ready. Hell, I was in 82nd Airborne, 18 Corps Artillery. We were always ready. Constant state of readiness. So we ready to go wherever. We got the battle plan. And we practice it. Hoping we never have to put it into play, but if we do, we do. Identity politics, talking points, and having policies in writing, on paper, that someone can reference. That, so forget what's the name at the three birds, the three butches that was running BLM. Forget what they said. What does their mission statement say? I'm just using them as an example. F them. Literally. No. Figuratively. Ew. That, oh man, that felt kind of ew. If they come, but excuse me, your mission statement on your website says, but you're trying to disrupt. No, actually, I'm just quoting what the mission statement on your website says. Well, we ain't gonna, but it's your website. All right, Congressman Nicholas T. Taylor, and the T stands for tyrant, Tyrannosus, Ticonderoga, Tiberius. Terrible? I don't know. No, terrific. That's it. That's what the T stands for. Terrific. I can't get it. The only people I get up there on the stump and I'm talking that stuff and I'm playing the identity game and I'm doing, I'm giving talking points. All it takes is somebody to go to my website, Congressman Nicholas Terrific Taylor of, you know, district, whatever, for the state of Texas, and go in there and look, and they could, excuse me, you said that you think the federal government should put in a nationwide abortion ban. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to stand here and say it should be in control of the state. So So, sir, which one is it, sir? Were you lying then or you lying now? They can just blow you out of the water. Blow you smooth out of the water. You need to have your plans in writing that people can reference. You don't deviate from that while you're campaigning. You stick to that script, okay? And if you do change something, you need to be able to justify it verbally right off the rip without a teleprompter. People know when you reading versus when you talking. Even dummies know that. Children know that. Children know that. That's what you need to do. And right now, one side is sort of doing it. Kennedy in the middle, he's doing it, but they didn't already, hell, state of New York then kicked him off the ballot. And Team Cackle Fruit, there's nothing. And trust me, I went to the website to look. Talking points, plan of action, policies put in black and white. There is a difference. And if the people got to talk down and break it down to you like they need to, like you feel like you got to go get Black's legal law dictionary and whatnot because you don't understand nothing of what this person is saying, then you're not prepared to go to that next level. You need to hit the books. You need to hit, if you choose to get into this game and make a hardcore decision, you need to know this stuff. Because if you just fall from the talking points from any side, team red, team blue, team green, don't matter. If you just fall for the talking points, you're done. You're just along for the ride. You're just along for the ride. Know what you know. Don't know what you don't know.